Today on Anime Spectacular, I'll be delving into more anime with the classic Dirty Pair Flash TV series, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Appleseed from 2004, and the video game turned anime Voltage Fighter GowCaiZer. It's all on my show today, and it starts now.
And streaming on the web since 1996, this is Cinematic Sound.
Hello, I'm your host, Randy Andrews, and welcome to Anime Spectacular. Today's program has a wide range of anime, and I'd like to say that I've seen in the past and some new and some rather old. I'd especially like to thank Eric Woods for letting me have a venue once again on his station. First on the program today is the anime television series Dirty Pair Flash. Although it's often said that these are younger versions of the original Lovely Angels, Kai and Yuri, in truth this series is an alternate universe telling of Dirty Pair, set in the years 2248 to 2249. When Sunrise originally began the project, their idea was to make a sequel to the original Dirty Pair series, but Tayoko Tangu, the original voice actress for Kai, had long retired and moved to North America, and Saiko Shimazu, the voice of Yuri, refused to work with anyone but her original partner, forcing the project to be a remake of the original series instead. Kai and Yuri were originally junior auxiliary agents in the World's Works and Welfare Agency, which is the WWWA, or 3WA for short. When the two were paired together under the codename Lovely Angels, Kai was coming off her fourth promotion and something she had done. Yuri's dating exploits were common knowledge, but not to mention the two that had an instant dislike for each other when they met. Kai and Yuri were not the first to receive the codename Lovely Angels. Years before, during the Gamorrean riots, two other women, Iris and Molly, had been given the designation Lovely Angels. Molly was killed in action, and her partner Iris, who had lost her left arm trying to save Molly, became bitter about the lack of response from the 3WA and vanished, later becoming the notorious assassin known as Lady Flare. At first, Kai and Yuri refused to work with each other, and Kai even resigned from the 3WA. However, when the Siren Crisis erupted, Kai returned. This was a decidedly good thing, as Yuri's ditzy new partner, Lily, had abruptly quit just in the response of the crisis when it started. Kai's return came just in time, and Yuri was about to be killed by Waldus. Afterward, the two continued to work together, although they earned their nickname the Dirty Pair because of all the collateral damage the two unintentionally caused in the completion of their cases. And even though the two now get along with one another, they continue to bicker and complain to each other. In addition to the 16 anime episodes, there were 3 novels, 4 stereo dramas, and a 2-sanctioned manga series by the Dengeki Comics. The original score for the series was by Kei Wakakusa and can be found through the import on Amazon and produced through VAP Stereo Records. The music is very synthetic, but a bit of orchestration involved. Lots of saxophone and jazzy music that Kai composes and creates a fun, upbeat mood for the whole series. I encourage everyone to check it out. I also hope that you enjoy the suite I've created.
This is Cinematic Sound on demand.
Welcome back to the show. Our next incursion into the anime world is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Here's the basic plot. Brothers Edward and Alphonse Elric search for the Philosopher's Stone, hoping to restore their bodies, which were lost when they attempted to use their alchemy skills to resurrect their deceased mother. Edward, who only lost limbs, joins the state military, which gives him the freedom to continue the search as he tries to restore his brother, whose soul is tethered to Earth by a suit of armor. However, Edward and Alphonse are not the only ones seeking the powerful stone, and as they search, they learn of a plot to transmute the entire country for reasons they cannot comprehend. The animation to this intense anime series has grown beautiful with time, and the music encapsulates the beauty and sheer magic of its composer, Akira Senju. He uses a wide array of the orchestra with beautiful woodwinds, brass, and sweeping violin to engage his audience in the full scope of this fantastic world of beauty, wonder, danger, and even redemption. You can find the score through Amazon and CD Japan. It's produced by Bones Studio, and I hope you enjoyed this rich and wonderful suite.
On the air and streaming on the web since 1996, this is Cinematic Sound.
Welcome back. Next on our amazing show is the 2004 computer animated update to Masamune Shirow's Appleseed that originally aired back in 1988. This film is updated with new animation, computer effects, and an actual good story. Here's the rundown. Duna Newt is a female warrior who survives the global war. When she meets her old love, Barrios, she finds that he has become a cyborg due to his injuries from the war. Duna also learns that a new race of cyborgs called Bioroids have been created in the peaceful city of Olympus. However, Duna also discovers that something is sabotaging the Bioroids, causing their lives to be very short. So she dedicates herself to finding out the cause. I honestly love this movie and its blend of rocking hits of the score as well as the instrumental pieces put a blend of action and sensitive love, romance, friendship, and loyalty that spread through this film for anyone to see. There are some great elements to the score for this film also. The composer was Masayuki Nakano and Tetsuya Takahashi. It's produced by Sony Records, and the score is brilliantly composed with some of the very high-tech synthetic electronics along with glorious percussion instruments as well as excellent strings. I hope you really enjoy this suite of music.
the home for film, television, and video game music since 1996. This is Cinematic Sound.
Sadly, we've come down to another end of Anime Spectacular. I'd like to thank Eric Woods for giving me this venue on my show. I'd like to thank Tim Burton for the bumpers and singers for the show. I'd also like to thank David Coscina for composing Cinematic Sound Radio's theme music. Find more at Cinematic Sound Radio through movie scores and more radio, and cinematicsound.net for more shows. Our last entry for today's show is Voltage Fighter GowCAIZER. It started as a fighter game, kind of similar to Double Dragon and Dead or Alive, and other fighting games owned by Neo Geo. This film has a megalomania involved with a true villain, with many other heroes fighting a common cause. Here's a basic plot. The 3-episode OVA series based on the game was directed by the game's character designer Masami Obari and animated by JC Staff. The English adaptation was produced through US Manga Corps and made into an hour-and-a-half titled Voltage Fighters GowCAIZER the Movie. There were 4 drama CDs, an image song collection, and a manga that were released. Similarly, Karen Sun and Shia Hisazaki were reused in Angel Blade as minor antagonists. The OVA plot goes deeper into Oga's mysterious motives for granting Kaiser Stones to the individuals, in an effort to stop the true evil force controlling him. A mysterious nihilistic entity known as Omni exists. Other things exclusive to the OVA, Kyosuke, being aided by a dog spirit instead of a monkey one in the game called Kobera, having 2 Braiders make a cameo appearance in a separate armor form for Suzu Asahina. The animation style is very loose and exaggerated, and the score is composed by Kenichi Sudo, M-Rie, Youichi Matsuo, Kiyoshi Murakami, and Yoshichika Kuriyamain. There is a lot of jazz-influenced rhythm and big brass in the score. I enjoy it, and it's a great piece of music for the anime world. The album is produced through Bandai Music Entertainment, and I hope you enjoyed this sweet, and until next time, happy listening.
Thank you for listening to Cinematic Sound Radio. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please email us at cinematicsound@yahoo.com. Don't forget to check us out at cinematicsound.net on the web, CinSound Radio on Twitter, and Cinematic Sound on Facebook. And if you listen to us on Apple Podcasts, please take a moment right now to rate and review the show. It really helps get the show noticed. And don't forget to tell all your friends about the program as well. We really appreciate the support. And please check out our affiliate at Movie Scores and More Radio at moviescoreradio.com.